Hello and welcome to Bakies The Sims for custom content. In this series I show you everything I made for The Sims 4. In this video there will be no new mods, as there were some old ones that needed to be fixed after the season's expansion pack. All 38 of them have something to do with the snow layer that is added to almost all objects in the winter season. In this video I will show you all objects that need to be re-downloaded. Let's start by showing an example of how one of those objects looked before I updated it. Here you see the visible version of my invisible fences mod. Like you can see, it already has a snow layer effect on the lower parts of the wall, but when selecting the second swatch to make them invisible, the snow layer is still there. This will prevent the fence to become fully invisible. This same thing also counts for multiple water surface objects and other terrain objects that should be invisible but became visible because of that snow layer. So now let's take a look at all 38 fixed objects that need to be re-downloaded. First of all, there are some fountains, like the Olympus and Quartet Fountains. But also both huge water jet fountains will need to be re-downloaded. Besides fixing the problem of the snow layer for both water shimmering mods, I also added the possibility of swimming right through the object instead of swimming around an invisible object. This already counted for the following objects, but they still needed the snow layer fix. The animated water stream, the animated koi fish, the animated alligator and the animated stinky bubbles. Now let's take a look at all terrain objects that need to be re-downloaded too. This is how the fixed version of the invisible fence looks in winter. The same kind of thing counts for the animated butterflies, which also use a visible version which can then be changed into an invisible object using a second color swatch. Be aware that some effects, like these butterflies, will disappear when it's cold outside and reappear when it's getting warmer, just like some other effects. Another fully invisible object is the invisible toilet for man, which makes it possible to let your male sim make some yellow snow in the forest while taking a break from building a snowman. My invisible dance floors, which comes in 3 sizes, makes it able to dance everywhere you want, so also in the snow if you like. Okay, maybe he needs to practice some more. The Decoy Sprinkler is great to use in your garden to water the grass, as it doesn't really water anything at the moment. It also doesn't work in the winter, but it's nice that the object itself won't suddenly appear either when there's snow on the ground. My invisible pet beds make it able to let your pet sleep on every place your sims want them to. Besides commanding your pet to sleep somewhere, you can also use the selectable pet mod to control the pets yourself to use the invisible pet beds. Using the invisible mouse hole will give you the option to let a mouse spawn wherever you like. This can be from underneath some bushes or on your kitchen floor. My bird flock pigeon spawner will spawn a flock of pigeons which can be scared away by your sims or pets. The same counts for my bird flock seagull spawner. Seagulls that can be scared away are one of these 3 mods. The first one will spawn a single animated seagull, the second will spawn 3 seagulls in a row, and the last one will spawn 5 seagulls in a row. In addition to fixing the snow layer, I also made sims to walk around the seagulls instead of straight through them. Some other placeable birds I made could also be found in the jungle of Salvadorada and also receive the same extra fix of sims walking around them. You can choose between 4 macaws, from which 2 will always be sitting on the same spot and 2 will fly in, sit for some time and fly away again. This will be repeated for an infinite time. The toucan will also stay on the same spot all the time. Same counts for the 3 iguanas, which you see right here. Also the animated snakes has to be updated. My animated breadcrumbs floor decals aren't invisible, but were very bad visible with the snow layer added to the breadcrumbs. So that's why I took it away. And last but not least, the animated steamy street drain and steamy street storm drain are not invisible either. But I didn't like the snow on it, so I removed it for those 2 mods too. It's also more realistic if there isn't snow on it after activating the steam. You now know about all objects that need to be re-downloaded. The people who support me on Patreon for over 1 month can download a single fixed object pack which includes all 38 mods. If there were mods in this video you didn't saw before, I recommend watching the video on that specific mod for more info, tips, tricks and examples, and of course the updated mod itself in the video description. You can also download the updated mods by going to my Mod The Sims profile page. I hope you all like this updated mods video, and if you do, please give this video a like and share it so more people will be able to find it. Links to all updated mods videos can be found in the description down below. If you don't want to miss any of my future custom content videos, tutorials or effect player episodes, then please subscribe and hope to see you back again here on BakieGaming.